Good morning. Okay, so I'm going to try to recap the last 7 days in about 7 to 8 minutes. So my last video, I left Mumbai. I flew to Guwahati, then took a train to Diffu. So I met up with Ken, and him and his friends gave me a warm welcome at the train station late at night. It was awesome. So when I came to Diffu, I was expecting just like this short visit to hang out with Ken and maybe take a few pictures, meet a few folks, and then this visit ended up turning into like this really big thing, which was really cool. And then we met up with his friend Raikon the next day. The three of us headed out west outside the city to a couple communities. They introduced me to some chiefs. We ended up hanging out with Mr. Crow and a few other community folks. And our driver for the 48 hours, I'm so sorry I forget your name. We ended up going out to this community feast, spiritual gathering called a Kojun, and I apologize if I said that wrong. So we ended up going there. I ended up being like this guest of honor at this community feast. We were late because it got rained out, but it was great. The community gave me a bunch of gifts, and and it was great to sit down with these community members and take their photos and talk to the chiefs about Indigenous people in Canada, and then have them share their culture with me. So we were talking about sharing knowledge, Indigenous knowledge with one another, which was pretty cool. So it was really great to do that. And that was pretty much the rest of the week. Like, I just ended up meeting so many amazing Karbi people, so many community members, elders, students, youth. Throughout the whole week, it was just a non-stop week. My 3-day visit ended up turning into 7 days, just because I really wanted to stay here. We also ended up going out to this amazing waterfalls, which was the biggest waterfalls I've ever seen. It was beautiful. I posted some pictures on my Instagram. And then we ended up having this traditional lunch by the water, where the food is cooked in bamboo, which was amazing. Mr. Crow and the rest of our hosts created this amazing lunch for us, which was so cool. And then I stuck around because they were having their very first poetry fest competition. And if you know me, I like poetry slams, so I wanted to stick around for this poetry fest. So I did that. I stuck around for a whole week and went to their poetry festival. Surprisingly, the community called me up on stage and honored me with this Karbi vest and a poho, and asked me to say a few words in front of the community, which is really cool, which was an honor, so thank you for that. And then, which was followed by a few interviews, and now I have some offers to write some articles for some local magazines here, so I have to work on that sometime this week. And I took a lot of pictures as well too. It was a great week. It was a lot of knowledge exchange, a lot of conversations, talking about Indigenous rights, Indigenous history, colonialism. What are things working for us in our communities? What are some things that aren't working? Maybe what can we do to work together? Things like that. A lot of conversations like that. So it was really cool it was really great to spend time with another Indigenous community and see what they're doing, and just learn from one another, which was great. And there seems to be lots of conversations around people who have moved into their territory, their land, and now are taking up so much space on their land. And now there's like access to very little space for them, the original people, the Karbi people. And so there seems to be a lot of conversations about that, and about all these new groups of people moving into their spaces. So on that note, a huge shout out to the Karbi community for welcoming me into your homes, into your space. Thank you for sharing space with me. Thank you for allowing me to share my knowledge with you. Thank you for allowing me to listen and have you share your knowledge with me. Thank you for the food, the warm greetings. Just thank you for everything. It was a really great week. Um, I think there's just so much work that we can do together. It's unfortunate that Indigenous people can only come together at these overpriced conferences, uh, and I think there needs to be more spaces like where we as Indigenous people can come together and have more conversations. And I think social media, the internet, is a good tool for that, where we need to start having more online conversations with one another, because dishing out 5,000 Canadian US dollars just to attend a conference for a week is not accessible at all, or realistic. So, anyways, on that note, I just wanted to say thank you to my hosts for the week, Rycom and Ken. Rycom is this up and coming doctor. He's a student. He's amazing, really nice guy, really down to earth, hilarious, so much fun to hang out with. Thank you, Rycom, for all the laughs. Thank you for letting me take a picture. Just thank you for all the stories, sharing your knowledge with me. I had a great week with you. Thank you so much, Miigwetch. And of course, most importantly, Ken. Ken, thank you for reaching out to me on social media. And thank you for all the conversations we've had over the last couple of years. And thank you for inviting me to your people's land and introducing me to so many leaders and people doing amazing things in your community. It was a really memorable week. Definitely, I've learned so much about the Karbi people. So thank you so much for that. And yeah, just on a final note, just keep doing what you're doing. Your voice is going to take you so many places, Ken. You have this amazing passion for your people. And every time you talk, you can hear this passion in your voice that you genuinely care about your people and bettering your, creating more spaces for your people and having more rights for your people. So thank you for that. Thank you for inspiring me. You inspire me. Keep going with that. Your voice is going to take you so many places around the world. So don't let anyone tell you different. Haters are going to hate. That is my thing that I keep telling myself all the time, because I've come across so many people who do not like me, and I don't care. So anyways, you are an amazing young person, so just do not give up on what you're doing. You are going to go so many places. You and Rycom. So again, thank you for inviting me to Karbi Anglong, and I will definitely be back. Definitely. Absolutely, 100% be back. And yeah, that's it. I am now in Guwahati, and I'm here for the next 4 days. And I will talk to you guys soon. So, Miigwetch. Bye.